But here's some of my fears, man. I was thinking about it. You know, marriage scares me, because you got to stay there. It's like being in an elevator and the elevator breaks and you're in there with somebody and you're like, fuck, you got to stay there until it gets fixed, you know? And that's how that's just a fear I have. I'm not saying that's what marriage is like, but it's a fear that I have. It's just a fear of lack of, probably just having to just commit and just get through the tough times. And, it's just a fear that I have. And also I think there's a fear of, I think every man probably has a fear of not being able to, finagle with another woman or touch another woman's crotch or, just those sex thoughts that come into your brain, touch some woman's, butthole or something down in like Aruba or somewhere in some fancy location. Those are the things you have in your head. Like in my head, it's like, oh man, I don't want to get married. So what if I run into some hot chick, over at the, down in Pensacola and she wants me to touch her butthole for a second. Well, the truth is that's probably not going to happen. But there's some weird thing inside of my head or inside of men's heads sometimes that it puts this weird outlier out there in our thoughts. And then we just, it's not even, and then we don't act on the good possibilities in front of us because we have these weird things that we think might happen that probably never will. And even if it does, what the fuck? I'm just touching some lady's butt in Florida for a minute. And then what? Then I'm lonely. Then I'm still sitting out at the beach or trying to get an Uber or something, and I'm just back to being lonely. But those are some fears that I wrote. What else did I have? Oh, what if I fuck up in a relationship or in a marriage and I cheat or I stray or I, look at pornography, and that's part of my marital, agreement. And so that's scary to me because it's like, you make this agreement, you make this commitment, you want to be able to honor it and you want them to honor it. So these are just my fears. I'm trying to go through my fears. Sharing a bathroom. That's a fear I have about getting married. Dude, I haven't shared a bathroom since college, bro. Honestly. And that was hell. That was hell, man. And I just, that's my biggest fear is coming home and seeing some, couple straight turds or something in the toilet and they ain't mine. Man, that shit makes me scared, bro. And that may seem crazy, but that shit makes me scared, dude. I don't want to see somebody else's straight up turds, and I don't want somebody to see my turds. And I know that sounds crazy, bro. That might sound stupid, but it makes me scared, man. If I see somebody else's turds, bro, I might be out. Sayonara, dude. And I know that's something wrong with me. I know it's not, something's fucking wrong with me. But I'm just saying these are some of my just weird fears that I have. And then I think one of my biggest fears is probably just that, that I don't want to create probably the same, like create a childhood for a child that's similar to my childhood, that I guess I would fear that I create like a shitty childhood for a kid. And I think that maybe sometimes I can't access that fear as much, but I definitely think about that. I definitely think about that as being, probably something inside of me that, probably scares me a lot. And now some shitty childhood is good. I think I just don't want to, I wouldn't want to create a childhood where a kid feels unloved. Because shitty, look, I don't care if that kid, if he's got 2 tank tops in the winter, son, gang, bro, that's how you're living. If we eating macaroni 361 days a year, boy, then that's what we eat. That's okay. I don't care if we have there's struggle, but I don't want, just to fuck up somehow and create an environment where a kid feels unloved. So I think that those are some of my fears. Now, some of my excitements, I was thinking about this, some of my excitements when it comes to, marriage and relationship would be coming home and having a loving family in the house. you know, and coming home and having like a loving family, you know, that I'm welcome to be a part of, you know, and it's not like you come in and you start hugging people and people are like, who the fuck are you? You know, like you're somebody that broke into somebody's house. It's like a family that's your own family and they care about you and everything, and you're allowed to come inside and love them. So that's some excitement. Also, I was talking to some friends about this week, you know, and one of my buddies was saying, you know, don't future trip. You know, try not to future trip, because sometimes when I think about those sorts of things, I put up, you know, I stack everything into the equation. Like, okay, you know, I got, you know, like if I, you know, first you know, I get married and then it's not, you know, like then I start thinking, well, what if, you know, now I got a family, now I got a house, and you know, what if there's a divorce, and what if and next thing you know, it's 40 years later, and I'm out on like a catamaran living in a fucking, you know, marina or something, because it's all I got left, because all my money's with the wife and the children, you know, and then it's just this crazy, you know, I'm out there looking for, you know, maybe researching, looking for treasure and just stupid shit, you know, buying metal detectors and stuff. And the truth is that, you know, not even the first thing has happened, but already I've taken myself out of, you know, possibly doing something because I'm future tripping so much. And that's something that's gonna, you know, that I notice sometimes that I'll do. And another thing about another thing I was thinking about is when it comes to finding somebody is just, you know, try not to be too picky. You know, I start to notice that with my friends. We have so much access and everything to, you know, to other people, and so much, you know, and when you have access to other people and you see so many other people and how other people look and everything, with so much advertisement and magazines and videos and everything, you're more likely to compare kind of what's in front of you to all these other sensationalized and heightened things. And we just gotta, you know, I know that I gotta be careful about that kind of stuff, because the truth is, if I'm judging somebody on, you know, something little, dude, trust me, I know I'm showing up with 9 little things. Nobody got more little things wrong with them than me. So those are some things, I guess, that I've been thinking about when it comes to, like, you know, marriages and relationships. Thank you guys for checking out this clip. And if you want to see another clip, then you can look at this clip or this clip, either one of these. So did you pick one, or are you still just watching me do this? Because this is alarming.